Hey Raiders, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about something different, about a Nightmare Hydra team. I haven't wanted to build a Nightmare Hydra team, but Bronko has designed a really good Emic Unkillable team, and I'll link his channel. So this is the Emic Unkillable Hydra team. It's created by Bronko. Also credits to Tyrauku. You can pause here for the speeds with a 281 Emic. Here's some tips, but Shamail should be in the leader spot and 450 resistance. Here's the presets. You'll start on auto, then turn off auto before Maneater's third turn, then A1. You want to make sure Mischief doesn't steal Emic's turn meter while setting up. Always targeting Mischief helps reduce RNG. And here's some tips to not make Shamail too fast. So real quickly, here's my builds. I have Emic Trunk Heart. I built him in protection, like Tyrauku says. I have him at 261 speed, but he gets plus 20. And I have him at 411 resistance, and he gets plus 64 on that. And that's all from my live arena area bonuses. So everything else, I do have him at 100 crit rate and some crit damage to help out. There's no accuracy since it's not needed for Hydra. So as you can see, I have a 7-piece protection set that just adds to the resistance. 6-piece would do fine, adds 50% chance to protect his buffs, which decreases the RNG when Mischief tries to steal his buffs, particularly his Taunt buff. So next is Geomancer. I have him at 240 speed. He's actually 260 speed with the area bonus. And then 429 accuracy and 406 resistance. So that's plus 64 resistance. So that's going to help him always put up the HP burn and be able to resist things if necessary. Resistance isn't that important on him. Next is Maneater. Maneater is at 260 speed, which is actually 280 speed. I tried to build some crit rate into him because why not? I also needed resistance on him at 391, which adds 64 to that. So HP and defense really isn't important on any of these guys. Next is Shamail. Basically right here, I've got him at 101 plus 6. I ended up having to take away that plus 6. That's Faction Guardians. It failed once when I ran it with the Faction Guardians speed on, so I had to turn it off. Just make sure you turn it back on in case you have somebody else dependent on it. But I'm able to build in a lot of crit damage, full crit rate, and decent attack. And I'm just trying to take from champions who don't otherwise need the stats. So that's why I could build him higher attack, higher crit damage, but I don't need to. First Painkeeper, I've got her built at 250 speed, so that's actually 270. I have her at almost 100 crit rate and 390 speed plus the 64. So she doesn't need any accuracy. And I'm also going to use her in secret rooms, same as the next one. So the second Painkeeper, she is at 242 speed, which is actually 262. Couldn't really get the crit rate on her. Did get the resistance at 394 plus 64. And so let's go ahead and take it into a run. I did have a couple of failed runs before I got this one going, and it was because I made some mistakes on the builds. So it's going to go ahead and start off on auto here. And right now I've got it on 1x speed, but once I let the run go, I'll put it on 5x speed. And you can skip to the end if you want once the run gets going after I show you the special turns here. So after turn 3 of Emic Trunk Heart, you need to turn it off auto so you can A1 with Maneater, which will be coming up. So here it's still on auto, coming up on Emic's third turn, so I turned it off auto. Go ahead and do the normal things with Emic here. He'll do his A3. He would have done that on auto, but I just turned it off early. And then A1 with Maneater, then you can put it back on auto. So the video will be on 5x speed, and enjoy. So here's where things fell apart. Mischief is in now, and right there, Mischief stole the taunt buff off of Emic. That is going to allow the head of Torment to go ahead and consume Shamail. And at that point, this fight is over. It did reach a 1 key already on Nightmare, but this is why it's helpful to go ahead and just target the Mischief head whenever you see it, so you might want to be passively watching. You can leave it to RNG, like complete RNG just won this battle. And you can see how quickly it falls apart after Shamail's gone. Everyone from Torment is now getting the True Fear, and they're just going to get killed one by one because they can't do their jobs. So True Fear has cycled through everybody, and everybody's missed at least one turn, or quite a few have missed a turn. So things are not adding up. They're not getting the right cooldowns cast, and then they're not getting the Unkillable cast, and then you're going to start seeing them dropping. So first, there goes one of the Painkeepers, there goes Maneater, and then we still got 3 left, but we're not going to get Shamail back. Still working on it, but we have no damage. I mean, there is Geomancer, he's the damager. There goes Emic, Geomancer's still there. And then next to die is going to be the other Painkeeper, so she's gone. And then Geomancer is the last one standing. So then a couple more hits, and he's going to be gone. They cleanse that off. So there goes, wow, Geomancer's taking forever to die. And finally, Geo is dead. So you can see I got a 1 key top chest on this. It didn't go all the way to the turn limit. It can go all the way to the turn limit, but RNG was what killed it. Big credit goes to Bronko for developing this team. Hope you enjoy the video, and take care.